Megalodon was the biggest shark that ever lived, up to 18 meters long, heavier than a school bus, and it vanished 3.6 million years ago. Most people blame an asteroid or assume it was hunted out, or think it just aged out as a species. None of those are right, and the real answer is far more interesting. Megalodon's extinction was a chain reaction, set off by a single geological event on the other side of the world. And once you see how the pieces connect, you'll understand exactly how the ocean's most powerful predator simply ran out of food. Its scientific name is Ardodus megalodon, and modern scientists have confirmed it comes from a completely different shark family than the great white. They just look similar because both evolved to do the same job: hunt large prey in the open ocean. Megalodon existed for around 20 million years, from 23 million years ago right up to 3.6 million years ago. For comparison, modern humans have only been around for about 300,000 years. Megalodon lasted roughly 67 times longer. A large adult was estimated at 14 to 18 meters long, weighing roughly 50 to 70 metric tons. The largest great white shark ever recorded weighed about 1 ton. Megalodon was approximately 50 times heavier. Because it was that big, it needed a shocking amount of food every single week. Scientists calculated that Megalodon needed the energy equivalent of roughly 1,000 to 1,300 kilograms of rich whale blubber per week just to survive. Its main food was large baleen whales, the same kind of massive filter-feeding whales that still exist in our oceans today. Fossil whale bones from the Miocene period have Megalodon bite marks that perfectly match its tooth shape and size. The bite marks are mostly on flippers and tail flukes, which tells scientists it attacked the swimming parts first to slow the whale down before finishing it. This total dependence on large, fat-rich prey was Megalodon's greatest strength and would become its fatal weakness. About 3 million years ago, a strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama fully formed, connecting North America and South America. Before that, there was an open ocean gap between the two continents, letting warm Pacific water mix with the Atlantic freely. When the gap closed, that mixing stopped, and warm ocean currents were redirected northward into the North Atlantic. This set off a chain reaction in global climate. The ice ages began intensifying, and the northern hemisphere started cooling down. Ocean surface temperatures in parts of the Atlantic fell by an estimated 3 to 5 degrees Celsius over roughly 1 million years. A 3 to 5 degree drop across an entire ocean completely reshapes where sea life can live and where prey can be found. Baleen whales, Megalodon's main food, are filter feeders that eat enormous amounts of tiny ocean creatures called krill. Krill thrive in cold, nutrient-rich water, so as the oceans cooled, the best feeding grounds for whales shifted toward the poles. Modern baleen whales migrate between cold polar feeding areas in summer and warmer tropical waters in winter, and this migration pattern first developed during this exact cooling period. As temperatures kept dropping, whale populations started spending more and more time in frigid polar waters far from the tropics. Megalodon had a serious problem. It was a warm-water animal through and through. Its teeth are found almost entirely at tropical and subtropical latitudes, with almost none from cold-water high-latitude sites. Like great white and mako sharks, Megalodon could probably keep its body temperature a few degrees warmer than the surrounding water. A 2023 study analyzing the chemical composition of Megalodon teeth confirmed this heat-retaining ability. But polar waters were simply too cold even for that. There is a limit to how cold any shark can effectively hunt in. The fossil record backs this up. In Megalodon's final million years, its teeth become rarer and rarer at higher latitudes, then disappear entirely. It was being pushed into a shrinking band of warm ocean, while its main food source migrated into waters it could not follow. And adult Megalodon losing prey was only half the problem. Evidence from small Megalodon teeth found at specific coastal sites shows that baby megalodons were born in warm, shallow coastal waters. Nursery sites have been identified at locations including Calvert Cliffs in Maryland, coastal Florida, Panama, and the Canary Islands. As glaciers grew, global sea levels dropped because water was being frozen into massive ice sheets on land. This shrank and cooled the exact shallow, warm coastal areas where megalodon pups were being born and raised. Fewer safe nursery areas meant more juvenile megalodons dying young, and fewer adults making it to breeding age. The population was losing its ability to replace itself, and at the same time, a new competitor was growing stronger. The modern great white shark first appears in fossil records close to its modern shape, around 4 to 5 million years ago. As megalodon's population shrank, great whites expanded. They were smaller, ate a wider range of prey, and handled colder water far better. Scientists still debate whether great whites actively competed with megalodon or just moved into the empty space megalodon left behind. A 2022 study using chemical analysis of megalodon teeth showed it held the highest position in the food chain ever measured in any marine predator, higher than orcas, higher than great whites. That extreme specialization meant megalodon had no backup plan when its food chain broke down. It couldn't switch to different prey. It couldn't move into colder water. It had nowhere left to go. Now let's clear up the wrong theories quickly. An asteroid killed it. There is no evidence of any major impact event around 3.6 million years ago. Humans hunted it. Humans only appeared 300,000 years ago. Megalodon was already gone more than 3 million years before the first human ever existed. It lives in the deep ocean. Megalodon's prey lived in shallow, productive waters. The deep ocean has no food supply large enough to support an animal with those caloric needs. If something that size was still out there, whale carcass studies, ocean sonar surveys, and global fishing records would all show clear signs. None of them do. A 2019 study using uranium lead dating of megalodon teeth confirmed the last verified specimens all cluster at 3.6 million years ago, with nothing younger. Here's the full picture in one place. The Isthmus of Panama closed, ocean temperatures dropped, whales moved toward the poles, megalodon's warm water range shrank, its nurseries disappeared, and its population couldn't recover. Every stage made the next one worse, a true cascade of connected events, each one building on the last. Megalodon didn't fail because it was weak. It failed because it was perfectly built for a world that stopped existing. In 20 million years of domination, it never once had to adapt to cold water or scarce prey, until both happened at exactly the same time. The most powerful predator in ocean history wasn't beaten by any creature. It was beaten by a shifting coastline on the other side of the world. If you want to see another hidden ecosystem that looks dead from the outside, but is teeming with life on the inside, that video is right here.